nurse practitioner is now ranked as the best healthcare job in the US. But is that really true? In this video and the next video, I will talk about 8 pros and cons of being a nurse practitioner. I've been a nurse practitioner for 9 years. Becoming a nurse practitioner was my dream for a long time, and I am very happy that I chose this profession. But at the same time, there are some downsides associated with this profession. I hope this video will help nurses, nursing students, and anybody who is considering becoming a nurse practitioner someday with making the best decision on whether a nurse practitioner is the right profession for them. Hi, I'm Miki Miura. I'm a family nurse practitioner based in Hawaii. I'm the founder and the CEO of JANP Project, which is a nursing education project in the US and in Japan. In this channel, I upload YouTube videos on nurse practitioners, building a nursing careers, and being successful at universities in the US. Alright, let's get into today's topic. There are multiple reasons why someone chooses to become a nurse practitioner. My biggest reason to choose this profession was that I wanted to take a greater role in leading a healthcare team. So that is the first pro about becoming a nurse practitioner. That is having more responsibility on decision making in a healthcare team. This could be good and bad, depends on how people look at it. So this also can be a con, as I will talk about it later on. But for someone who likes to take greater responsibilities in making decisions and taking a leadership role in a healthcare team, this profession may suit you. Pro number 2, easier to balance work and life. As the majority of nurse practitioners work in primary care settings, our working hours are often during the daytime on weekdays. There are also nurse practitioners who work in inpatient settings, and they may have to work at night or weekends, so this may not be always the case. But most nurse practitioner jobs are during daytime. Also, having more freedom to decide on how long you want to work and what day you want to work is a great perk of being a healthcare provider, such as a nurse practitioner. For example, I have 2 nurse practitioner jobs right now, and one of them, which is my full-time job, let me decide if I want to work 10 hours for 4 days a week or 8 hours for 5 days a week. I rather work for long hours and get more days off, so I chose to work 10 hours a day and work 4 days a week. They also let me choose what time to start working, so I decided to start working at 7 a.m. so that I can get done with work at 5 p.m. and I get to go surf after work. These weren't optional for me when I was a registered nurse, and I enjoyed this flexibility in my work schedule. Of course, once you decide how your work schedule should be, your employer wouldn't appreciate if you change it frequently, but you may be able to change it once in a while when your lifestyle changes, like you have a baby or go back to school. Not every employer will allow nurse practitioner to choose their work schedule, but many of them do. And that may be something you may want to ask during a job interview. Pro number 3, more income. Well, I actually feel conflicted on this because I personally don't necessarily benefit from this perk. But in general, nurse practitioners make more than registered nurses. In 2020, nurse practitioners earn $114,510 on average nationally. In comparison, the national average pay for registered nurses in 2020 was $80,010. So nurse practitioners made $34,500 more than registered nurses on average. But as I said earlier, this is not always the case. And I will break it down why that is in con section. Pro number 4, expected growth. The shortage of physicians, particularly primary care physicians, is becoming more serious in the United States, and the demand for nurse practitioner is increasing. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, there will be close to 115,000 jobs opening up for nurse practitioners between 2020 and 2030. The employment growth for nurse practitioners during that time is 52.2%. So, investing your time, energy, and money to build your career as a nurse practitioner is likely to pay off, since there will be more jobs available in the near future. Pro number 5, closeness to patients. One of the biggest advantages of being a nurse practitioner to me is to have a strong rapport with a patient. If you work on urgent care, this may not be true, as you may not see same patients repetitively. But as many nurse practitioners work in primary care settings, so many will get to see the same patients over a long period of time and build a strong patient-provider relationship with them. I believe that having a close relationship with our patients is coming from our nursing background, as nurses are considered trustworthy and easy to talk to. I've been working at the same practice for over 7 years, and I provide women's health and primary care to my patients. Throughout these years, I get to see my teenage patients give birth to their children, mature as a mother and a person, and now they are a great mother to their children and thriving as a person. It's very rewarding to help patients with overcoming fertility problems and give birth to healthy babies. I also see multiple siblings from the same families and help them with their pregnancies and primary care issues, and I feel honored to be their provider. Some patients even followed me when I had to move to a different satellite, even if the location is far from their house. Being a part of patients' precious life is such an honorable thing. As a registered nurse, I loved being close to their patients and their family. But being a nurse practitioner gives you a different sense of closeness to patients because you become their provider instead of a member of nursing team. And they take their precious time to come to the office to be seen, particularly by you. And especially in primary care setting, you get to see them for so many years. So these are some of many pros to become a nurse practitioner. In the next video, I will go over some cons of being a nurse practitioner and things to carefully consider before making a decision to become a nurse practitioner. So be sure to like this video and to subscribe my channel so that you will get notification when the video is out. See you in the next video.